Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs and cross watchers. This is your rune and tarot reading for eclipse season 2024. And this is for the first set of eclipses in 2024, which will start off with March 25th. We'll be having a lunar eclipse in Libra. And then on April 8th, we will be having a total solar eclipse in Aries. Now, between those two dates, it's gonna be felt the strongest. However, we can feel this energy up to a month prior and after these dates as well. So keep that in mind. We're already in eclipse season. So let's dive into it. What is in store for you during this time? The rune that came out for you is called Yera. And this is the rune of celebration, guys. I am seeing some Aries, you may be signing some sort of legal contract. There's something here about legalities, discussions about, something that you want to share. I am seeing for some Aries, I don't know why I'm seeing like a work contract or like contractors. It feels like some sort of work coming in for you, or you're signing a contract with that. I'm also seeing a lot of business deals, business contracts. Some of you guys may be buying a home or signing a lease, okay? Or you're planning to do that in the future. This could also be discussions, talks of partnership, sharing a sort of financial burden or life burden with someone else. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if any of you are planning on getting married or engaged or maybe starting a business with someone. I mean, the lunar eclipse in Libra, the sign of Libra, talks about partnerships, especially legal partnerships. So I am seeing that type of energy here. Collaborations may be significant at this time. If you're an artist, entertainer, or any type of creator at all, I see you maybe collaborating with other people to increase your success and share in your success, which is amazing. So let's dive into all of this, guys. Let's dive into your tarot and see what else happens. I also want to point out that Yera shows the time period of harvest or the end of the year or 12 months. So from I want to say like October up until this time next year, you're really going to be seeing so many results of what you're doing right now, okay? So not the next eclipse season, but the eclipse season after that in 2025 may be really, really significant for you, but you're sort of setting up the foundation, planting the seeds right now, doing the initial creating and the initial work there, meeting the right people, collaborating with the right people. So it's beautiful. We're going to pull 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 from the Giant Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So let's see what this eclipse season has for you. We have the 3 of Wands, seeing success, seeing your goals realized. There were things that you wanted to do in the past that you are now doing. You are already in it. You are already living certain dreams and wishes that you had in the past. So allow yourself to see that. I was thinking to myself the other day, like when I was younger, I didn't dream of marriage. I didn't dream of having children. I dreamed of having tattoos and piercings and going to concerts and doing whatever the heck I wanted. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. And I can sit here and I can say I'm not happy with my life or that I want this or that, the third, but young me, me as a child, oh my gosh, this is all I ever wanted. And I look at my partner and I'm like, yeah, teenage me would have been drooling over him, okay? This is great. Everything's great. And I see a similar sort of energy for you, where it's like your teenage self, your younger self would be like drooling over your life right now. So the audacity that you have to sit here and be like, oh, it's not enough, or when am I going to manifest this? When am I going to manifest that? Do you see what you already manifested for yourself? You need to connect back with your teenage self, with your childhood self, and understand how proud they are of you and how far you've come, because you're cool. I just feel like you're living a cool life. So yeah, the word cool came up literally. So we have the Hierophant coming out. Yeah, I'm kind of picking up here on someone who older than you, who's really experienced in your field or in your passion, in your interest. And they're coming through, and I'm seeing for a lot of you, they want to sign a contract with you. They want to work with you in some way. So this could be for example, if you are an artist and you do paintings, you're meeting someone who's an older person who's really into the art field, and maybe they own a gallery and they want to sign you on, put your stuff out there. If you're a musician, this could be sign signing on with like a producer or a label who's like been in the industry for a while. If you are a personal fitness coach, you could be finding someone who has a whole career, written books, have all these different programs, and they want to connect with you in some way, shape, or form, collaborate with you. So it's a really golden career opportunity here today. And again, I'm seeing for some of you, this is even marriage. Okay, the Hierophant does represent marriage, traditional values, and all of that. It shows you following in traditional footsteps, having someone to look up to, and you're like, you know what? You had a successful, happy life. And you're doing a lot of the same things that I want to do for myself, but you're already successful. So let me see what you did to get here. And I'm just going to copy that, but with my own flair. That's honestly the key to success, guys. Find the people who've done it before. You know, don't pioneer everything or you're just going to end up exhausted. Do what works. Make it easy for yourself. We have the 6 of Cups upright. Beautiful. Long-term friendships may be coming to visit you if you live like far away from your hometown, or you may be visiting them. Some of you may be having like a hometown visit. I am seeing that. I'm seeing more time spent with older friends who feel really good. They feel like your comfort zone. And it's great because, you know, I feel like there's so much new stuff going on in your life, so much going outside of your comfort zone. It's really nice to connect back with the people who've been with us all along, who've seen how much we've grown. And I keep coming back to this nostalgic type of energy of like, you've just grown so much and you need to see that. You need to see how far you've come in your goals so far. You need to see all that you've accomplished and how you're already living the dream that you set out for when you were younger. You know, you need to see that. Okay, second row of cards out, we have the 7 of Wands upright. Defensiveness. Be very, very careful of defensiveness. Okay, some of you guys may, and you're an Aries. Okay, I know Aries very, very intimately. A lot of people in my life are Aries, and sometimes you get way too defensive, way too argumentative, way too passionate when you need to tone it down a notch. So just be extremely mindful of that. And if you feel like you've said too much or you've like blabbered on too much, you know, maybe an apology is worthwhile. Okay. Also, by the way, happy birthday if it's any of your birthdays. Beautiful. Love that. We have the 5 of Cups. You know, it's funny, when I was shuffling the tarot, this card kind of flipped over and I just put it back, and then here it is again. Yeah, I am seeing some of you guys, you're sad. I'm seeing a sense of nostalgia because you miss people from your past. And it feels like this will look different for all of you. Some of you, you may have moved really far away from your home and family, and you really miss them. There's a feeling of homesickness here. If you're unfamiliar with eclipse seasons, they tend to bring out a ton of emotions and pretty big changes that are very divinely coordinated. They have massive wake-up calls for our spirituality, and they propel us very quickly in life, and that could be startling. And for you guys, I am seeing here a sort of sense of nostalgia, missing your family, missing old people. There may have been someone you've gotten into an argument with in the past and you're no longer on speaking terms, and you may be thinking, you know, should I reach back out to them? I feel like for a lot of you, you will be reaching back out to them. You might be making some sort of apology. I'm seeing here the desire to make peace with your past and to start looking towards the future. Okay, so the big thing about this eclipse season is a lot of you may be really, really stuck on the past, thinking about the past, thinking about people from your past, and you may be having a hard time like sort of moving on or like finding, you know, newer people, newer things here in the present moment. I mean, you could have that, but it's like no matter what you do, you can't stop thinking about this past. So I do feel like, you know, some of you may be reaching out to sort of figure that out and understand why you have this feeling, why, you know, you're just reaching out. That's what I'm seeing. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. This is what I'm saying. I was seeing some of you guys like signing contracts and making more money, business partnership, working with someone. Very, very cool. Some of you may be starting a new project or a business. This is actually coming out right underneath the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is known as a great card for happiness, friendship, compassionate energies, you know, old friends, nostalgia. But one thing that people rarely talk about is this is also a card of business. He has his own little business here. He sells these cups full of flowers, and this is like an old customer of his, and they're really, really good friends, and they're so happy to see each other, and they're just being so nostalgic on how much they've grown, you know. This person went from like a little kid picking flowers to running their own business and, you know, having their own cool little hometown, and they could even be a traveler. So they sort of planted themselves here and grew so much. So for some of you, if you have a business, I am seeing growth there. There could be old customers coming back with really big offers. If you don't have a business but you have business ideas, this is a really great eclipse season to get started on those business ideas. They will bring forward some money. Money is looking pretty good for you during this time. It's just the only thing I'm seeing here is like missing the past and regretting getting very defensive with someone, or regretting, you know, how you handled arguments in the past. But, you know, that is fine. If you have those regrets, you know, feel free to voice them, feel free to work through them. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. Oh, Aries, I forgot to mention to you, you are a cardinal sign. So you will be one of the most heavily affected signs during this eclipse season. I mean, literally the total solar eclipse is happening in your sign, guys. So that's pretty significant. So everything we just talked about, these changes that are taking place, they're a lot more severe. They're a lot more intense than, you know, I'm just casually saying, you know, this isn't just, oh, you missed the past. It's like, you missed the past, okay? It isn't just like, oh, there's money coming in. There's money coming in, okay? Like, so just put an exclamation point on all the energy that I just talked about with you. That is your eclipse season, okay? Okay. Also, some of you guys may be traveling. I am seeing that with the Three of Wands here. It's like you're happy with your life. You're happy with what you've built. You're very content with it. But at the same time, you do miss a bit of the past. So really, really interesting. Thank you for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and my spiritual life coaching sessions there. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, especially if any of those signs are other cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn, because they're the most heavily affected. I am sending you all so much love, so much light. Bye-bye.